Hi everybody, this is Patricia again with Rooted in Faith, and today I am going to do a short. And I'm going to come out here and I'm doing some walking since I had my surgery, my hip replacement, and I'm going to do some walking on my concrete to get a little exercise. But I wanted to show you what you could do. My son had given me this garden bed a couple years ago, and I've grown some herbs and different things in it. I got some things I got to put out this fall in the ground. But I've not been able to garden that much this year, and maybe even not next year as much as I want to. But what I decided to do, and it was really a cheap fix for me, because I watched another video, and it talked about using a cover crop, like if you don't leave your soil bare, like if you're not going to grow anything in your dirt or not, just try to either keep it covered or put mulch or something. And since I don't have access to that stuff right now, I had gotten a bag of black-eyed peas, just one bag, like $1 and something at the store. And I just readily, basically at first, put some more. I had a bag of potting soil, and I said, well, I'm not really going to grow anything in this bed this fall, but I want to put something in here to protect the soil. And it looks like they got scattered a lot, but maybe they'll grow and fill this in. This one's really full. These are black-eyed peas, as you can see. And I keep poking them down in the dirt because I want them to grow in here in these blank spots. And some's got roots. And it rained, so we've had a lot of good rain. So yeah, they've come out. They're really nice and come out. I am going to fertilize them some. I'm going to let them come up. And I'm going to let them just grow. I mean, I'm going to water them. It rained this morning, so I don't have to water. But I'm just going to let them grow. And what black-eyed peas is, like any other, and it's cheap. You don't even have to get seeds. You just go to the store and get you a bag of beans or peas, black-eyed peas. And they'll sprout. And what they're doing is they're protecting the soil. And they're also going to, you can let them grow and produce, this time of year. I might get some black-eyed peas. I don't know. But what you could do, they say, is when it comes up and it grows, you could, cut the foliage off at the ground and just put it back on top of the soil when you cut it down, and let the top leaves and everything break down into mulch or into fertilize your garden. Plus the roots are going to put nitrogen in that soil. So you could, once everything quits growing in the wintertime, you could put all these leaves, even the leaves of my okra or anything else I'm growing that I don't want to do next year, and put that in some leaves from my trees. I got some oak trees. And just fill it with, as soon as this quits growing, before it gets cold weather, I'll put leaves on top of here so they could gradually break down and put nutrients in the soil. So next year, if I want to grow some things, I just have to put a few amendments. Might get some worm castings and some goat pellets, I should say. I will show you my beauty berry. I don't have my shoes on though. It's way over there. I don't know if you can see it. It's got the purple berries on it. And I've actually made beauty berry jelly, and it's a trick to it because sometimes it's hard to set because it doesn't have a lot of pectin. So I used to put apple peelings in with the berries when I cooked it for a while, so that it's got a lot of pectin in the apple peelings, and that's how you can get your jellies to set. If you have a fruit that doesn't have a lot of pectin in it, peel you an apple and put some peelings in it, because you're going to strain that out anyway. And that'll put you some extra natural pectin in your jams and your jellies. That's just my tip. Anyway, so I think this is exciting because I didn't have no use for it. And I want to be able to fix the soil, make the soil more. I actually thought about, if I wasn't going to grow anything in this, maybe buy some red wigglers and feed them and put my scraps on here. I do have a bear out here, so I don't want to do a lot of food. Oh, isn't this so cute? Or put some cardboard and let it break down too. That's what I'm going to do. See that little one right there? Can you see it? Just starting to open. But what else is in there? I had grown some ginger a while back ago, last year or the year before. And I pulled the bulbs, or the, what's those things you call for ginger? Tubers. And I put them like in a ceramic crock because I didn't know what I was going to do with them. You know, I didn't know if I was planting or anything. And I noticed that they're sprouting. And so since this, what you could do is if your beans or you got a crop that grows on top of the soil, you could also grow beside it things that grow down in the soil, like your tubers and your beet roots and stuff like that. But see, these are ginger, and they had sprouted. So I took all that ginger, I got it right there too. Where is it? Right there. And I planted it, and I'm watering it, and there's another big one. I hope I got it in the right thing. But they're going to sprout. Make sure I do have it. The roots are down there. So let it come out, because this is going to produce leaves. I believe I got it the right side. Let me know if that's not the right side. But I got them on here too. I do have some saffron corns I ordered because I wanted to try. They say they're easy to grow, saffron. But since I am growing so much in here with the beans and the ginger, I might have to find another container, give some of it to my daughter-in-law, and just keep this one well mulched this wintertime with some cardboard and leaves, and just provide a really good environment. Maybe even put some bricks on top of the cardboard and let it be a good environment for worms to grow, to get some worm castings, and use this as actually an outdoor worm bin. I would have to make a cover for it to keep a lot of the rain off of it, but you know, let some worms go in here. So I'm thinking about doing that too. I might actually put some worms in here with some when they come up, of course, maybe after I put it down. When I get ready to shred this and cover it with some leaves and stuff, I might actually, in the wintertime or fall, I actually might start feeding and doing some worms in this bed and getting me some worms established, and that way I can start my own, you know, keep worms in here. So anyway, I didn't do a lot because I had hip replacement surgery, but because okra is so easy to grow. I mean, I have like 5 or 6 okra plants in this one thing I've had in this cracked. Oh, I got one over here. I have to watch. I got a little sticker bush and I'm barefooted, as you can see. But I got a couple of them. This one I didn't put a lot of them in there, but you can see the okra right there, and right there I got to pick it pretty soon. You don't want to let okra get too big. Plus, the more you pick it, the more it's going to produce. I do need to fertilize it, but I got one. Let's see if I can show you. Right there. Did I see it? Can't even see it. Right there. That's how big it is. So this one will probably either get picked today or tomorrow. And then I'm going to try to find some fertilizer, because I think okra is heavy feeders. They say you could do actually something with the okra leaves. You could saute them. And, you know, I might let some of this, because I did grow this from seeds I had last year. And so I might let a few of these before they quit producing dry up and turn brown, and just leave these stalks out here. And then just take them out and redo those pots for next year. Because I could always do okra. And that's basically it. I got weeds growing. That's my lemon balm and my rosemary. But anyway. So I thought I'd just show you that today, that you could do something like that. If you decide you're not going to do any fall gardening and you just want to put some nitrogen and some other nutrients back in your soil so your soil's not bare. Have things growing in it, some mulch, and stuff like that. You could do that. Put some microbes in the soil, let it be a living thing. I might order me some worms next month to actually put in here and start putting some cardboard and maybe some scraps here. Just try. Well, I can't do that though. I got to change my mind now. See, I'm talking myself out of it. But I'll have to wait till when it gets really, really cold. I might still have my ginger growing, but I could maybe cover it and put some worms in here so that nothing eats them. Keep them way down in there, and just let them, I don't really need a lot for this size container, but it's hard to find red wigglers locally, so usually Uncle Jim's Farms and stuff, worms. Usually I got one last time. But anyway, that's my little short today to show you what I'm doing since this year is a bummer on my gardening, but I hope y'all enjoyed this little video. It gives you some ideas what you can do if you have limited time. Okra is one of the easiest. I got several pods coming up. Okra is one of the easiest plants to grow that it's very disease resistant. It produces a lot as long as you keep picking it, watering and fertilizing it. You know, I don't see hardly any insects on my okra. And it produces for a long time, all season, even up to a frost. So I still keep getting okra on it as long as I feed it and water it. I do have some mulch out there. So anyway, that's something you might want to think about if you're limited, or you know, you don't have time to water, take care of your garden, but you like okra. I like it roasted. So just grow you a whole bunch, and you can grow them close together. Look how close that is. They're not particular. They're going to grow. They're going to produce. So my take oven, I'm in Florida, zone 9A or something. So long growing season. But anyway, I'll talk to you later, and you'll have a blessed day.